For example, neither of us knew anything about alien slug monsters. Alien slug monsters. Here are 5 things you should know about alien slug monsters. Things worth knowing number 2, by Emilie. 1. Alien slug monsters are the worst kind of aliens. They are also the worst kind of slugs, and the worst kind of monsters. 2. Scientists haven't found any evidence alien slug monsters exist. Then again, they haven't exactly been looking. 3. Alien slug monsters are about as big as basketball players, which is huge for slugs, but average for monsters. 4. Alien slug monsters have massive sharp teeth, but mostly eat plants. Then again, man-eating sharks also have massive sharp teeth, but mostly eat fish. So, mostly isn't that comforting when it comes to massive sharp teeth. 5. Alien slug monsters are famous, though not on Earth, for their slime, which comes in 2 forms, slippery and sticky. Both are awful. I didn't know any of those things that Wednesday morning, which was unfortunate, as I was soon to discover. But even worse was the other thing I didn't know, namely that during the night, alien slug monsters had oozed into my house, slimed up the stairs, slid into my bedroom to watch me sleep, then slid out again to steal my parents. I didn't know any of that because, like I said, I was asleep. A. Salted. I would have stayed asleep too, but I dreamed that something with fishy breath was rubbing wet sandpaper on my face. I woke to find the cat licking me. "Umph!" I grumbled as I pushed him away. "Ouch!" I added as something hard bounced off my head. The cat had brought a salt shaker. "Prrr," said Eiffel, which is the cat's name. Then he turned around and began to clean himself. That was strange. I don't mean the cleaning. Cats are always doing that. But Eiffel rarely visits me, and he never drops bits of tableware on my head. I probably should have stopped to think about that, but I was still sleepy and not much in a thinking mood. "You want to go out?" I mumbled as I picked up the salt shaker, swung my feet out of bed and planted them on the wet floor. I think we can all agree that a wet floor is strange too. If I hadn't been so sleepy, I would definitely have stopped to think about that. And if I had, I would have saved myself a lot of pain at the start of the next chapter. But I was very sleepy, so instead of thinking, I stood up, briefly. Emergency plan, A, B, C, D, etc. My feet shot out from underneath me, and I hit the floor with a slap and a squelch, or a slapsh. "Ow!" I groaned from the floorboards and went to rub my head. A glob of green slime dropped from my hand onto my cheek. Now, I don't know what kind of kid you are. Perhaps you are one of those tidy ones my parents are always telling me about. But I'm not. So my floor is usually covered with something. Often it's clothes, sometimes it's Lego, and occasionally it's leaves. I like to collect leaves. The thing is, it's never slime. And there was slime all over my floor. For the first time that morning, I stopped to think. And what I thought was, time to launch emergency plan A. "Mom! Dad!" I shouted. I waited for the footsteps that would signal my rescue, but the house was silent. I moved to plan B. "Mom! Dad!" I shouted louder. You might have noticed plan B is much like plan A. It also happens to be the same as plan C, plan D, plan E, and my other plans, all the way through to Z. I made it to about plan G before I gave up and decided to rescue myself. Slip and slime. At first I tried wriggling out of my room. It didn't work. After that, I tried squirming.